Hello students, this is Dr. Nirmalangshu here. So we are at the middle of our coordination chemistry chapter. So we have discussed many things about coordination chemistry. So today we are going to start isomerism in coordination complexes. Now we have studied something about isomerism in class 11 HS science course. So what is isomers, or what is the phenomenon called isomerism? Now, compounds having same molecular formula but different structural arrangement. Compounds having same molecular formula but different structural arrangement are called isomers, and the phenomenon is called isomerism. So, in coordination chemistry, we are going to study isomerism. Now, what is isomerism? Isomerism is compounds having same molecular formula but different structural arrangement. They are called isomers, and the phenomenon is called isomerism. Now, this isomerism are of two types. One is structural isomerism and the other one is stereo or space isomerism. First one is structural isomerism and the other one is stereo or space isomerism. Now, what is structural isomerism? Structural isomerism is the type of isomerism which arises due to difference in structures of the coordination compounds. Structural isomerism is a type of isomerism which arises due to difference in the structures of coordination compounds. Okay, so this structural isomerism is again subdivided into four categories. And what is stereo or space isomerism? Stereo or space isomerism is a type of isomerism which the compounds have same molecular formula but they differ from one another in the spatial arrangement of atoms, molecules or ions. Okay, means the compounds, the heteroleptic coordination complexes, more precisely we can say heteroleptic coordination complexes having the same molecular formula but they differ from one another due to spatial arrangement of atoms, molecules or ions in space. Okay, so that is why they are called stereo isomers or space isomers, and the phenomenon is called stereo or space isomerism. Now, this structural isomerism is again subdivided into four categories. First one is ionization isomerism. One by one we are going to see. Second one is hydrate isomerism. Third one is coordination isomerism, and the fourth one is linkage isomerism. Okay, and similarly stereo or space isomerism is again divided into two categories, that is geometrical isomerism or optical isomerism. Geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. So isomerism is the compounds having same molecular formula but different structural arrangements. They are called isomers, and the phenomenon is called isomerism. Now, the isomerism is divided into two categories, that is structural isomerism means the isomers or the type of isomerism which arises due to difference in structures of coordination compounds, They are called structural isomers, and the phenomenon is called structural isomerism. Now, this structural isomerism is again subdivided into four categories: ionization isomerism number one, second one is hybrid isomerism, third one is coordination isomerism, and the fourth one is linkage isomerism. And another isomerism is stereo or space isomerism. Now, what is stereo space isomerism? Means the type of isomerism where the compounds have same molecular formula but there is a difference in the spatial arrangement of atoms, molecules or ions. Okay, or you can say arrangement of atoms, molecules or ions in space. Okay, so difference in the arrangement of atoms, molecules or ions in space, they are called stereo or space isomerism. Now, this isomerism is again divided into two categories, that is geometrical isomerism and optical isomerism. So now today we are going to the details of one by one each of this isomerism. There is ionization isomerism, hydride isomerism, coordination, linkage, geometrical and optical. Okay. So the first one is ionization isomerism. Okay. So let's discuss about. Let's see what is ionization isomerism. Now see, my dear students, very carefully. Please notice it. Okay. So ionization isomerism. So first one is ionization isomerism. So number one is ionization isomerism. Okay, means this type of isomerism arises, means this type of compounds which give different ions in solution, but they have same composition. Compounds which give different ions in solution but they have same composition, they are called ionization isomers, and the phenomenon is called ionization isomerism. So if we take one example, we can easily understand what is this. So let us take one compound CONH3 5 Br and SO4. So this is the molecular formula of the compound. Now how this compound act as different, or now this act as ionization isomers, or how this compound can give different ions in solution. Let us see. Now see this compound CONH3 5 Br, this remains in the coordination sphere SO4. Now if I treat this compound with barium chloride, what we will get? This compound is red violet in color. Now if I treat this compound with barium chloride, what we will get? We will get this one CONH3 5 Br 2 positive plus this Ba will react to SO4 to give BaSO4. Okay, which comes as white PPT. That you will do in your second year practical, that how the sulfate detection is done in this way. Sulfate detection or sulfate radical detection is done in this way. Okay. Now, in the same compound having the same molecular formula, that is, if I take CONH3 5 SO4 and Br remains outside the coordination sphere. Now the color of this compound is red. It is typical red color. Okay. If I treat this compound with AgNO3, silver nitrate. Okay. So what will happen? This will come out as CO. Now if this compound will back, we studied in our first class that the difference of double salt and coordination complex is that will not lose its identity, means the atoms or groups of atoms inside the coordination sphere will not break. Only the portion which is outside the coordination sphere will break. So this one will break into this one CONH3 5 SO4 and SO4 plus, and we will get a precipitate of silver bromide. Okay. So this comes as yellow PPT. This comes as pale yellow PPT. More accurately we can say this comes as pale yellow PPT. That also you will do in your second year practical, that detection of Br minus radical in your salt analysis. Okay. So see the compound with same molecular formula, but they can exist as two different isomers. Now if I give this compound to two students in your class, and I say, then I ask you that you have to say me what compound this is. Okay. Suppose I have not said the compound, I know the molecular formula is this one. I said just the molecular formula of the compound is this one. Now you have to perform experiment, and you have to come to me and say me that what the compound is. Now what you will do, you will take this compound in a make the solution of this compound, aqueous solution of this compound, and in two test tubes. Now in one test tube you will add silver nitrate, and in another test tube you will add barium chloride. If the precipitate of barium sulfate comes, then the compound is this one. If the precipitate of this one comes, yellow PPT, then the compound is this one. Now if one student come and report to me that, sir, yeah, I got a PDL PPT, means the compound is this one. The compound which you have given is this one. And one student come and report to me, sir, that I got white PPT of this one, barium sulfate. So the compound is this one. So in this way, in that way, you can detect the two types of isomers, and it is a very important question. Give a test to distinguish between two isomers, to distinguish between isomerism, ionization, isomerism. Very sorry, very important question in your HS second year final exam. Give a test to distinguish between two types of isomerism in suppose this compound. Okay, so in the compound having this molecular formula. So these are the two tests. Okay. Next isomerism we are going to study is hydrate isomerism. So next second isomerism is hydrate isomerism. So let's see how this happens. So this isomerism, let's see how the hydrate isomerism happens. So next number 2 is hydrate isomerism. Okay, number 2 is hydrate isomerism. Now this, what is this hydrate isomerism? These compounds which have same molecular composition, compounds have same molecular composition but differ in the number of water molecules present as ligands. Compounds, you very carefully understand my sentence. Compounds have same molecular formula but differ, same compounds have same molecular formula but differ in the number of water molecules present as ligands are called hydrate isomers, and the phenomenon is called hydrate isomerism. So what I will say, compounds having same molecular formula but differ in the number of water molecules present as ligands are called hydrate isomers, and the phenomenon is called hydrate isomerism. So for example, let us see. For example, CrH2O6Cl3, CrH2O6Cl3. Now see here the water molecule, 6 water molecules are present as ligands. Now the color of this compound is violet. Color of this compound is violet. Okay. Another compound having the same molecular formula, I can take this one also. That CrH2O5, CrH2O5. Okay, then Cl, then Cl2, then Cl, then Cl2 dot H2O. The color of this compound is blue green. The color of this compound is blue green. See, the molecular formula is same but they differ in the number of the water molecules present as ligands. Next one is another one, CrH2O4, CrH2O4, then Cl2, then Cl dot twice H2O, and the color of this compound is green, and the color of this compound is green. So see, compounds, all these three compounds have same molecular formula. All these three compounds, 1, 2 and 3. These three compounds have same molecular formula but they differ in the number of water molecules present as ligands. In this one, the 6 water molecules are present as ligands. In this one, 5 water molecules are present as ligands and 1 water molecule outside the coordination sphere. In this one, 4 water molecules are present as ligands and 2 water molecules are outside the coordination sphere. And similarly, their color also changes from violet to blue green to green. Okay. So these compounds which are having the same molecular formula but they differ in the number of water molecules present as ligands, these are called hydrate isomers, and the phenomenon is called hydrate isomerism. Okay. So next isomerism we are going to see is coordination isomerism. Next isomerism is coordination isomerism. Okay. So let's see how it happens. Now the third one is coordination isomerism. So third one is coordination isomerism. Okay, coordination isomerism. Now what is this coordination isomerism? Means this type of isomerism occurs in complexes which contain both cationic and anionic complexes, and the isomers differ with respect to the distribution of ligands. You see, you very carefully notice my statement. This type of isomerism occurs in those coordination complexes which contain both cationic and anionic complexes and the isomers differ with respect to the distribution of ligands in these complexes. For example, let us see CONH3 6 CONH3 6, okay, CrCN6. Now can anyone tell me the name? I have given one homework to you people in my last class, but I am very sorry to say that none of you have done this homework and sent it back to me. So for that I am very sorry, my dear student. I have given one homework to you people in my last class, but none of you have reported me or contacted me even that sir, I cannot solve that one. So for that I am very sorry. So can you tell the name of this compound? Because see here the amine is one ligand and CN is another ligand. So definitely amine will come first. So hexaamine, this portion is cationic portion and this portion is anionic portion. So the name is hexaamine cobalt 3, hexacyanidochromate 3. Hexaamine cobalt 3 and hexacyanidochromate 3. So let me write the name. It is hexaamine cobalt 3 and hexacyanidochromate. So no space will be there because due to lack of space I am giving here one gap. Chromate 3. Okay. So this compound and another isomer is see the position will change. Position of ligand will change. So another one will be CrNH3 6 and COCN6. Okay. So these two compounds have same molecular formula but they differ in the position of ligands. So the name will be this portion is cationic portion, this portion is anionic portion. So the name will be hexaamine chromium 3 and we will give one space, then hexacyanidochromate cobaltate, okay, then 3 again cobaltate 3. Okay, so these two compounds are coordination isomers because they have same molecular formula but and contain both cationic and anionic portion, anionic complexes, and the isomers differ with respect to distribution of ligands, So this is all about coordination isomerism. Next isomerism we are going to deal with is linkage isomerism. The fourth one is linkage isomerism. Okay. So let's see how the isomerism goes on. So number 4 is linkage isomerism. Means number 4 is linkage isomerism. Okay. So linkage isomerism. Okay. Now how it goes, let's see. So this type of isomerism occurs when more than one atom, means ambidentate ligand should be there. Means the ligand which have two donor atoms, that ligand can participate in this kind of isomerism. So this type of isomerism occurs when more than one atom in a monodentate ligand may function as the donor atom. So let's see one example, that is this one CO. This one is one isomer. So let's see this one CO. Then here is one, here is another one. Okay. So sorry, I should use a different color to differentiate. So the compound will be CO 1, 2, then 3, then 4, 5, 6. So all this where we have NH3. This is NH3. It has coordinated to cobalt. This is one NH3. This is coordinated to cobalt. This is another NH3. This is coordinated to cobalt. This is another NH3. This is also coordinated to cobalt. This is another NH3. This is also coordinated to cobalt. Okay, and this is another ONO means that nitrito is here acting as a ligand, and here the ligand is nitrito O. Ligand is nitrito O. Means the coordination is through O atom of nitrito. And another complex we can have the same molecular formula, that is and CO, and it is NO2. It is here also one NH3 is there. Here also one NH3 is there. Here also one NH3 is there. Okay, rest are same. Rest are everything same of the previous one. Here also one NH3 is there. But here the ligand is here what? The ligand is here nitrito N. Nitrito means the coordination is through N. Okay. So here ligand is nitrito O, means the coordination is through O, because we know that ONO and NO2. Nitrito is a monodentate ligand, but they are also ambidentate in nature. Nitrito is a monodentate ligand, and also they are ambidentate in nature. So it have two donor atoms to donate to central metal atom. So at one isomer the same molecular formula is same. Both these coordination complexes molecular formula is same. So at one isomer we have the coordination atom is oxygen of nitrito, and another one the coordination is N of nitrito. So the color of this complex is typical red color, and the color of this complex is typical yellow color. So these two compounds have same molecular formula, but they differ in the linkage. Means at one compound the linking atom of nitrito is O, and in another compound the linking atom of nitrito is N. Okay, so it gives different types of different colors, and that is why they are called linkage isomers, and the phenomenon is called linkage isomerism. So with this we have come to the end of structural isomerism. We have discussed structural isomerism, then structural isomerism 4 types: ionization isomerism, hydride isomerism, third one is coordination isomerism, and the fourth one is linkage isomerism. Now we are going to shift to that is stereo or space isomerism. Okay. Now people, I am not giving the name of every complexes, whatever is the name is there, because I want that if people should write the name, and if you face any difficulty in writing the name, you should approach me. But I am very sorry to say that none of you are approaching me to write the name of the complex. Means that it means two things. Number one is you can easily solve the nomenclature of coordination complexes, and the another one is that you do not even try at all to solve the nomenclature of coordination complexes. Now that is why I am not giving the name, because I want that if people should try to write the name of these coordination complexes, and if you face any difficulty, you should come to me, you should ask me, or you should ask me about the naming of that very particular coordination complex, and that will give me happiness much. Rather, if you do not approach me, I will feel sorry. Okay. So please, my dear students, please study carefully and sincerely, so that you can be able to give score or full marks from this chapter. Okay. So next isomerism we are going to shift is stereo or space isomerism. Stereo or space isomerism. Okay. Now what is stereo or space isomerism? Means the isomerism or the heteroleptic complex compounds, they differ from one another in the spatial arrangement of atoms, molecules or ions. They differ from one another in the spatial arrangement of atoms, molecules or ions. Now these are divided into two types. Number one type is geometrical isomerism, and number two is optical isomerism. So first of all we are going to discuss about geometrical isomerism. Now what is geometrical isomers or geometrical isomerism, or what is geometrical isomers. So geometrical isomerism is, you have studied it in your organic chemistry first year. So geometrical isomers are those compounds having the same molecular formula, but the ligands occupy different positions, around the central metal atom or ion. The ligands occupy different positions. Now, if we know that in geometrical isomerism we have studied a little bit about geometrical isomerism in our first year's organic chemistry syllabus. So now, if two similar ligands are present at the same side of the central metal atom or ion, then that isomer is called cis isomer. And if they are present at the different side or opposite side of the central metal atom or ion, then they are called trans isomer. So this geometrical isomerism, first we will discuss geometrical isomerism in square planar complexes. So first we will discuss geometrical isomerism in square planar complexes. Okay. So what we will see here, square planar complexes. Okay. So square planar complexes means here we have square planar complexes of various types. The number one type is Ma2B2 type. Ma2B2 type. Okay. Ma2B2 type. Okay. So what is Ma2B2 type? Means we have one complex, that is PT. Here is NH3. Here is NH3. And here is PT NH3 twice Cl2. Here is also NH3. That is also NH3. And PT Cl, and there is also PT Cl. So see how these are in the same side of the central metal atom. So these are at these two ligands, same ligands at the same side of central atom. So this is cis isomer. Okay, this is cis isomer, and the color of this one is, then the color of this complex is pale yellow. The color of this complex is pale yellow. Now, when they acquire, when this any two same ligand acquire trans position, means the ligand is PT. Here is one NH3. Here is one Cl. Here is one Cl, and here is one NH3. So this NH3 and this here see NH3 they are in same position of central metal atom or ion, but here NH3 is at different position of central metal atom or ion. So this is also a square planar complex. Okay, but this is a trans isomer. And the color of this complex is dark yellow. The color of this complex is dark yellow. So now, my dear student, you see the molecular formula is same. Molecular formula is what? PT NH2 NH3 twice Cl2. The molecular formula is same, but they differ in the arrangement of ligand in space. In the first one we have seen 2 NH3 means similar type of ligands at the same side of the central atom. Similar type of ligands at the same side of the central metal atom. And here you see the two ligands at the different side of central metal atom. And the color, this one is cis isomer, this is pale yellow color, and this one is trans isomer, dark yellow color. And one thing I want to say here one thing, that this isomer, cis isomer is called as cisplatinine, which is an anti-cancer drug, which is used for anti-cancer treatment. Okay, so this is called cisplatinine, and this one is used for anti-cancer treatment. So cis isomer of PT-NH3 twice Cl2 is a very good drug which is used for anti-cancer treatment, but the trans isomer does not have that kind of activity. So this is geometrical isomer. because the type of the same type of ligand, they differ in the positions or spatial arrangement in around the central metal atom or ion. Here the two NH3 are the same side, so it is called cis isomer. But here the NH3 are in the different side, so it is called trans isomer. Okay. So but the cis isomer is pale yellow color, and the trans isomer is dark yellow color. Okay. So next isomer square complexes we are going to see is Ma2Bc type. So next one we are going to see is this. Please, my students, and the cis isomer is called cisplatinine. Cis isomer is called cisplatinine, and it is used for anti-cancer treatment. It has got anti-cancer activity. It is used for anti-cancer treatment. Okay. So this is one information I have to give to you, because I know about this one from my research work. So next one is Ma2Bc type. Ma2Bc type. Okay. So let's see. Means the compound. Let us take one compound, that is PT NH3. PT is there. It is coordinated to NH3. Means that two ligands are same. Okay, that is A2. Okay, two ligands are same, and here one ligand, one type of ligand NO2, and here another type of ligand, that is Cl. So it is a square corner complex. It is a square corner complex. Okay, so it is a square corner complex, and this is a cis isomer. This is a cis isomer. Okay. And the same molecular formula, the compound having the same molecular formula, one is NH3, here two NH3 are at the same side, so it is called cis isomer. Here the two NH3 at different side of central metal atom or ion. So here one NH3 and here one NH3. Definitely here one, here will be NO2, and here will be Cl. Here will be Cl. So this is a compound of the type Ma2, because A2Bc means two ligands are same and two ligands are different. So it is a trans isomer, because two NH3 are at two different positions of central metal atom. Okay, so it is a trans isomer, and the color of this complex and the trans isomer, and the color of this complex is so it is a trans isomer. Okay, so here two similar groups in same direction. Here two similar groups that are at opposite direction. So this is another square planar complex of Ma2Bc type. Next we are going to see another square planar complex of MAB2 type. MAB2 type. So next we are going to see another square planar complex of MAB2 type. Means that how you can have some idea when I am going to say that MAB2 type. MAB2 type. Okay, means the ligand is a bidentate one. So the compound, the ligand here is platinum at the central metal atom, and here we have two different. Sorry, it should be like that. It should be like this one. Okay, so here we have a bidentate ligand definitely. So NH2, then CH2, then C double bond O, then CO, and it is coordinated to platinum through oxygen atom. Okay, and here also same NH2, then CH2, then C double bond O, then O. Okay, it is coordinated through oxygen, so it is a square planar complex. So it is a ligand of MAB2 type, means it is a bidentate ligand. So the name is PTGLY twice. PTGLY, because this is a glycineto ligand. So this is a cis isomer. Why cis isomer? Because two NH2 are at the same side of the central metal atom. Here, now when we are going to have the trans isomer, what will be the scenario of this complex? What will be the pattern of this complex. So let's see. So here we have NH2, then CH2, then C double bond O, then COO. Okay, and here we have NH2. Now the NH2 is reversed. Okay, so two NH2 are not at the same position. So here, so this is also a square planar complex of the type MAB2 type. MAB2 type. So this is a trans isomer. So this is a trans isomer. Okay, because two NH2 groups are at different sites. Here NH2 group is at this position. Here NH2 group is at this position. Here O is at this position. Here O is at this position. Two opposite position. But here see in this complex in cis isomer, NH2 same position. Okay, O same position. So these are this is cis isomer and this is a trans isomer. But the molecular formula is same. PTGLY twice. Platinum glycinato is a ligand, a bidentate ligand. So PTGLY twice. Okay. So this is another type. That is MAB2 type. Next square planar complex which we are going to study is number D1, number 4th one is the square planar complex of the type. The type is, now we are going to see a different one, that is MABCD type. Now the type is, it is number D square planar complex, number D square planar complex, and the type is MABCD type. MABCD type. Now here all the ligands are different. So this will give three types of isomer. Now the formula of the complex is PTNH3 one ligand, H2O another ligand, then we have NO2 one ligand, and PY means PDD another ligand. So means that ligand is different. All the ligands are different. That is why we have said MABCD type. Okay. Now all the ligands are different. So how this will act as isomers, sir? It will act as isomer because here I am going to fix one ligand and other three ligands will keep on rotating. So this will give three types of isomer. So let's see what are those isomer, three types of isomer. So PT, then here we will give PY, PT, it is a plus. Okay. So this is NH3, this is NO2, okay, and this is a PTNH3 H2O. This is H2O. Okay. So this is a complex. Now here I am going to fix NH3 and I am going to rotate all the three ligands. So NH3 is fixed. So how it gives three isomers? So let's see. Here again another isomer PT, then I will give here H2O PY, then here PY, then here NO2, okay, and the NH3 is a fixed one. Okay, so definitely we will also give here plus. This another complex. Another complex is NH3 is fixed here. So here also NH3 is fixed, and as I said earlier, I keep on rotating other three ligands. So another will be PT, NH3 is fixed. Okay, so I am writing it in small because due to lack of space. So PT, then we will give H2O, NO2 and PY. H2O, then here NO2. See how I am rotating all the ligands. See, this is your art. How will you rotate the ligands, and that also it should come fluently at the time of examination. And for that, the only thing is will help you is your practice. Okay. So practice makes man perfect. So more and more you will practice. But I am sorry to say that you are not practicing at all, because I have not got anything from you people as a response. Yesterday in the previous class I have given one homework, but I am sorry to say that now no response was there from your side. So a bit sadness is there in my heart. So please, my dear student, if practice it, I will be rather happy if you send me the problems. But rather I will be a sad person if you do not send me the problem. So please, my dear students, you practice it. Because see, these two critical things will not come into your mind fluently at the time of examination until unless you practice. So this we have studied geometrical isomerism of square planar complexes. So next we are left with geometrical isomerism of octahedral complexes. Means the coordination number is 6 here. Square planar complexes means the coordination number is 4. And next we are going to study means the coordination number is 4. Coordination number is equal to 4. Next we are going to study octahedral complexes means the coordination number is 6. So with this I want to end up my session here today. Thank you very much my dear students, and again I am saying practice, 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 because practice will make you perfect. Okay, so don't hesitate even to send me the problems, and with this I want to end up my session here today. Thank you very much my dear students.